The ocean stood up. 8 seconds vanished, and the monster was already behind them. Kai remembered the ring turning gold. He did not remember the Leviathan crossing the distance. If it stole time again, they might never see the attack that ended everything. At dawn, the clear orb led Kai and Luna to one pulsing point beneath the shattered coast. Kai's mark answered, and every seabird fled before they understood why. Then the tide ran backward, revealing a black cyan ridge moving beneath the empty horizon. The returning moment placed the Leviathan close enough to touch, and one sweep of its tail destroyed a cliff. Inside the orb, a crack in the ocean seed pulsed with the same rhythm as the creature's neck ring. When Kai's mark flared, the ring went dark, and the Leviathan recoiled, opening a road beneath the sea. But both walls of water were already leaning inward. They ran between thousands of tons of suspended ocean as the path broke behind them, while every trapped fish turned toward the same shadow passing overhead. The road ended inside a forgotten reef filled with bronze bells and marks cut into stone. Each bell had one exact position, as though the reef had once been part of a much larger machine. Luna rebuilt a triangle of bells while the orb recorded their shared pulse. Beyond the water wall, the Leviathan's ring brightened, and every bell leaned toward it. Sand rose without wind, and for one blink the reef seemed to lose a piece of its own movement. One bell now stood 2 blocks from its mark, with fresh claw grooves between the 2 positions. The Leviathan had moved it during time no one else could remember. Its armored head tore through the membrane before Kai could warn Luna. one bell strike hit the neck ring like a visible wave and forced the creature back. Kai gathered his mark, but the Leviathan forced the damaged ring to ignite again. Eight more seconds disappeared. When they returned, a bell was crushed, and the monster stood between them. One fin broke the reef apart, raising a wall of rubble that separated Kai from Luna. Kai fell toward the lower trench as a violent current tore the clear orb from Luna's reach. She caught it against her staff only one moment before the abyss swallowed it. Below them waited a chamber built around the ocean seed and 3 rings that no longer aligned. Beyond the glass, half of the Leviathan had already become solid in the present. Kai saw a cracked lock and trusted the power that had broken so many dangers before. His pulse struck the seed, but the fracture spread around the shell instead of closing. And in that instant he understood. He had not wounded the monster. He had opened more of its prison. The Leviathan became heavier, swung once, and shattered the bridge beneath Kai. A circular gate fell between the heroes, leaving him alone with the mistake he had made. His mark flickered in the dark, and for the first time Kai closed that hand instead of using it. Then a distant bell pulse traveled down a damaged rail, revealing a path that needed strength, not destruction. Above him, Luna used the orb to rebuild the seed as it had existed before the damage. The warm pulse traveled around the dark core, never through it. The seed was not creating the Leviathan, it was keeping the creature outside the present. A third fracture began filling around the real seed, marking the final theft of 8 seconds. Luna placed the orb on its rail and sent her plan through the bells to Kai below. When they met again, Kai understood that power had nearly destroyed the only lock protecting them. He opened his empty right hand, and together they chose a plan that did not require seeing the missing time. Luna fixed the bells to the outer ring, while Kai connected a cable to the inner mechanism. The orb waited above the core, ready to fall, even if neither hero remained aware. While outside the glass, the Leviathan followed the smallest orange signal Kai allowed it to see. Before the real attack, the creature struck the chamber wall and knocked one bell out of alignment. Luna reset it while Kai held the damaged ring against the current with his right hand. Their plan survived the test, but the third fracture was almost full. Kai stepped onto the open platform and offered the Leviathan one bright, motionless target. The creature charged. Luna struck the first bell, then the second as it crossed each marker. Kai dropped beneath its fin, but the cracked neck ring had already begun its final ignition. Luna locked the staff lever. Kai gripped the inner ring. The orb waited above the open core. Every part of the plan was moving before the world itself went still. Darkness swallowed the chamber. 8 seconds later, the orb was inside the seed, and the Leviathan was through the gate. Kai turned the inner ring as Luna drove the outer shell down around the restored pulse. The plan had crossed the missing time, but now they had to survive its result. 3 glass petals closed on the Leviathan's jaws while a fracture raced through its golden ring. The seed sealed, and the creature was pulled backward into the time it had tried to escape. The bells rang together as the impossible ocean walls folded back into a living sea. Then, a magenta signal entered the orb from outside the map and deliberately selected the next time seed.